So yesterday, me and my daughter were watching this video with these two football players. One of them is with Taylor Swift, but their last name is Kelce. Anyway, these two were on this podcast talking and telling all of us how much they are not washing their bodies. And this has become a trend on social media where these people are literally letting us know how gross they are. The man with the fuller beard, whichever Kelce brother he is incredulous. He's like, what psychopaths are washing their feet every day? And my daughter took exception to that, and she's 7, talking about why is he calling us psychopaths because we wash our feet. She was just completely baffled because I'm ingraining in my children that you wash your body, that you wash all of your body. And she's just wondering, why is this man being mean? Because we wash up. I don't know what it is about these people where they insist on letting us know how gross they are. Literally, can you imagine? It makes me shiver to think that these people are not washing their feet and then they're getting in bed. They're putting their feet up on their couch. And people walk around with their dogs pee, birds poop. There's all kind of stuff on the ground. And he's sitting up here like, this is not how you get athlete's foot. Well, you can get something else. What the heck? And then they probably want to touch somebody and they're half washing their bodies. I am totally distressed by this.
Say Jason Kelce looks like he doesn't wash his legs or feet.
Yeah, obviously. Who the f washes your legs? Or what kind of psychopath washes your feet?
What?
Travis, don't act like you wash your feet. I'm
not washing my feet every time, but after like a football practice, like at St. Joe, where my feet have just been like, yes, I wash my feet.
You're not washing. No, you're like everybody else who, when you look down, if there's visible dirt on them, I'll scrub the dirt off. I don't even touch my feet. Why the f would I wash my feet? I'm not touching my feet unless I'm clipping my toenails. That's the only time I touch my feet.
Yeah, no, I'll do it after training camp practices. I've dealt with some like blisters and shit to where I got to wash my feet now.
People are like, oh, you're going to get, this guy's got athlete's foot. People don't even know how athlete's foot works. It has nothing to do with washing your feet in the shower. It has to do wearing soggy shoes over and over again. That's where mold and fungus grows.
These were some of the comments. Tanae says, I want male sapiens to stop telling us about their bathing. And then Rock the Fox says, or lack thereof. Soul Bounce says he doesn't wash his feet and Taylor doesn't wash her legs. It sounds like a match made in funk to me. I cannot fathom how much longer does it take to get your feet and legs? This is it makes me glitch. The Midnight Mermaid says, I just would like to remind y'all that these are the same people who drained entire pools because of black people swimming in them. Bad Kitten says, no, for real, because the effing audacity. And Sparrow wanted to highlight they were clean black people. We do need to highlight that. Like, is this cultural? I do not understand the lack of hygiene and speaking about it in public. Who is Adib says, boy, oh boy, legs, feet, chicken, rice, wonder what else they don't wash. Yes. You literally have got to be on the same page hygiene wise, because like, how can you live with this? And we've seen a lot of Reddit posts lately where women are talking about the hygiene practices of their significant others. We've talked about these gaming conventions and cosplay conventions where the funk is like rising off of people like a plume of smoke. And what are people teaching their children? Like, you know, a little while ago, it was a few years ago, there was a viral thread going where parents, women, it was a women's group talking about how they don't bathe their children every day. That is terrible because it is setting a precedence that this is optional. Please bathe your children often. Like, don't make this optional. Don't make it like jumping in a swimming pool is a bath. Stop doing that. That is harmful to the rest of the world in the community. It's harmful to our noses. Lady Art says, I literally wash my feet with every shower, bend and wash even toes. And Tanisha says, all in between. And Miss Sweet says, exactly. And scrubbing them with my loofah gloves, shoot. And the thing is, I've heard people say, it strips away your natural moisture. Well, put some moisturizer on. Put some lotion on. Put some cocoa butter on. Put some shea butter on. Stop playing with the rest of us. Wear some deodorant. Put on some lotion. And you know what? I saw a video, it might have been a year or two ago, where a woman got in the shower. She was wearing a swimsuit and she was washing herself. She was trying to explain how you wash yourself. And she literally made a video. You can find a video for everything on how to clean your body. And these people still refuse to do it correctly. Because yes, there is a right and wrong way. And the wrong way is just avoiding spots. Yes, you cannot just wash your hair and think that the shampoo runs down the rest of your body and then you become clean. Stop doing that. You Love Kimber says, this ain't none of our business. But the thing is, honestly, it really isn't. They shouldn't be telling us this in public, in the public sphere. But these funky people becomes our business when the funk is emanating from them, like the little smoke that you see when someone is sweating and they're too hot. It impacts our noses, our olfactory systems. It impacts all of us, and that can be distressing. So it becomes all of our business when it leaves the realm of their body and travels up our noses and impacts our brain and nerve endings and all of that stuff. So they really need to get it together and stop acting like this, because it's like a community-wide issue that has to be tackled, and we got to start shaming this behavior for the people that are listening that aren't these Kelce footballers. If you're not washing your butt, your feet, your legs, we think that you're out of pocket. I'll say it that way. And then you have this podcast right here. It's called Causing a Scene Podcast. And you got this woman asking her partner in grime, do you use a washcloth? And her grimy partner says no, and was emphatic about it. And then they started discussing washcloths. And the first chick was like, yeah, this is disgusting. And they are sitting up here really talking about washcloths as if the washcloths were the issue. Like, this is just disgusting. Yeah, and I guess they think that germs sit on the washcloth, as if you're not supposed to also wash the washcloth. Why is this even a discussion still? And if you don't feel comfortable with washcloths, there's those scrubby gloves, there's loofahs, there's just all kind of sponge things that helps slough off the dead skin and the other things that might accumulate. Like just using your hand on your neck and just using your hand and then digging in your private areas, that is not life. You are not supposed to be using your hands on your bunghole. You should not be doing this. And then, okay, so I do use my hands to wash my face. I do use my hands to wash my face. Your face is sensitive, your under eye. I do use my hands. But the rest of your body, and some people, I mean, I get this, they use a white washcloth for their face. And I might start doing that again. I used to do that. You use a softer, just to, because of that, that's sensitive. But everything else, you're supposed to get in there and you're supposed to get the outer layer of dust and grime. But these people are just simply baffled. And they keep telling us in public because they are not ashamed of walking around with layers of grime. And I just don't understand how this is life.
Do you use a washcloth?
No,
me either.
I think
disgusting.
Am I scrubbing my body with a washcloth?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I know. I think we're.
That is like a UTI waiting to happen.
I think we're in the minority. I really do. No, I think we are.
People use washcloths?
I think so.
Like for their body?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, what are you washing your butt with?
My hand. I mean, like, what? I would never. I would never.
I'm crying.
Would never do that.
No,
I'd burn the wash.
My girl Jazzy says, why do they consistently volunteer this? We've been using washcloths all our lives and don't frequently have UTIs. Because for some reason, they think that you get a UTI because you're using a washcloth. What is this life? But Jessica says, I guarantee you she leaves cinnamon dust on the toilet seat. Just a little sprinkle a little extra. Shantae says, girl, that part took me out when I read cinnamon dust. Book Talk says, I was in no way, shape, or form ready. Miss Maya is incredulous. They're like, they are so hype about being dirty. And then they look at us, regular folks that use washcloths, like we're the weird people. They look at us incredulous, like they're out here getting UTIs. No, we're not getting UTIs from using washcloths. We're not. Foreign Spice says, that's why they smell like rusty pennies. Corey says, being so loud about being dirty is so interesting. But Bailey, and then kind of look at her profile picture, says, not using a washcloth doesn't mean you're dirty. And with that, I'm just going to leave it there. And the reason why I said we have got to start talking about this in public, and it's not necessarily about the people that are talking, is about every other person that is watching these videos. Yes, all of this put together is dirty. You get a washcloth. You actually wash your washcloth. You have multiple washcloths in your house, and then you wash them as well. This is not a science. You don't have to be that smart to pull this off. Jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.